Farmers, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be having a look at Calmsden Farm. This is a map by Oxygendavid, 560.84 megabyte on the download, and it is very nice indeed, I must say. Now the three modes for the slot count, because this is pretty high for the new farmer, it's 1,005 slots, and obviously with the new game count coming out, we had a big upgrade in the slot count that you could have. But still, if you're playing on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, that's going to use pretty much half of what you've got available to you. Obviously on new gen, you're going to use about 1/5 of it. Now the reason for that is, if we go into the menu here, we've got owned items. We have loads, absolute loads of equipment. Now starting off, we've got the medium tractors. We've got two John Deere 6230Rs, and then we've got the Fendt 714 Vario. We've got a harvester, we've got the Clash Trion 720, got a telehandler JCB 54170 Agri Pro. We've got the Crampy half pipe trailer. We've got the header, the Convio Flex 1080 for your harvester. We've got the Cockling all-round flatline 600. So that's a 6-meter cultivator. We've then got the Verdistat Rapid A 800S 8-meter seeder. We then got the Dalbo Power Roll roller 12.3 meters. We then got the Berthold Vantage 4300 sprayer 36-meter working width on that. We got the Kuhn GMD 4411 mower. We then got the Kuhn VB 3190 baler. Got the telehandler tools. We've got the bucket, the pallet fork, and the bale fork. And we've got the header trailer for the header. And then we've obviously got a 650 kilo weight. So that's why the slot count for new farmer is a lot higher. Now, if you go into farm manager, and start from scratch, you don't own any of that. So the slot count comes down to 884. Also, on new farmer, if we go into the land menu, you own everything in blue. So all these fields, you've got the 6 and 15 and 3 and 2, 4, 31, 35. You own all that straight away, but you also own all the extra little bits. But the one thing that is notable is, apart from the fields, the extra little bits can't be sold. Now, if they can't be sold, they can't be bought either. And that does give a bit of a dilemma as well, because on Farm Manager and Start From Scratch, you don't have the biogas plant there. You do have it on New Farmer, and you own it. But if you can't buy that land where you want to place it, you can't put it there either. So that's just something for you to take note of, because obviously if you want to use the BGA, you're going to need to have one there. So starting out on the map, we start out here. This is your sleep trigger. It's the same on all three modes. Then around it, you've got sheep, you've got chickens, you've got horses, and you've got pigs, and then you've got cows over there. And also you've got a couple of silos. Got Calmsden Farm silo there, and then a water tank there. We've got a fertilizer silo there. We've got the workshop up that part. We've got farm silo 1, and we've got a medium petrol tank there. So what we'll do, we'll go out here, we'll jump over the wall, and we'll walk up this road. Alright, so we come to this gate here, and this is your sheep pasture. So we'll open the gate. We'll close it behind us because we don't want the sheep to come out. Like so. So here's your animal trigger. So left stick in, that's where you buy your animals. Obviously, if you're getting them from the animal dealer, you can back your trailer into here and unload. Then because it's a pasture, obviously you're going to need to put water in. So you've got these triggers in the middle. You've got the feeding trigger where you unload your hay and grass. Then you've got your water trigger there. Then over by the wall, over here, is your wool pallet spawn point. So that's where you need to collect all your wool from. Then over this fence here, we'll just jump over it. There, we've got your animal trigger for your pig pasture. It's the same again. You've got your water trigger to put water in for your pigs because it's a pasture. And then also you've got your feed point there for you. Then next door to that, we'll jump over this fence again. Got a little animal training area, a few jumps for you. And then over here you've got the animal dialogue box for your horses. So you've got the animal barn there. So there's your trigger point for it. Inside the barn here, you open it up, is where you put your feed in. That's for your horses. And then down here, we've got the point for your chickens. So there's your animal dialogue box there. Then over here, we've got the feed point for your chickens. So you put your food in there. And you spin around here. And here's your pallet spawn point for your eggs. So that's where you collect them all from. Now when you first start the game up, if you come to this area here, this is all filled with junk. You can go into the construction menu and you can then sell it. It doesn't give you a lot, but then it does give you this storage shelter that you can put stuff under if you want to. Put bales under here or pallets or whatever. Excellent. Right, so we'll go to the first area where we've got our starting equipment. Right, here we are. If we look on the map, we are now here. So just up the road from our sleep trigger, we've got these points here. So you've got your liquid fertilizer silo, your workshop, your farm silo, and then your petrol tank, although it's diesel. So if we go in here, we'll open that gate. So here's your fertilizer silo. Obviously you've got your unload point there. If you go up to the spanner, you can then fill it up for you if you want to. Saves you having to bring it all back. And around here, this is where we start having the equipment. Now this is your respawn point. If you reset any equipment, it's going to come back to this point here, where this John Deere is. So you've got a bit of storage around the side there. And if you come around the back, there's your diesel tank. There's your output for your farm silo. Bit more storage around there. And there is one thing with this. There's a diesel tank here. There's also a diesel tank down here by the cow shed. We'll get down there in a minute. If you were to go into the construction menu and then right click to sell that, you can sell each of these for 437.5 grand. Now there is no tank, petrol station, whatever you want to call it, on the map. So if you do sell it, sell one, don't sell both, because you come up to this point and this is where you refill your diesel tank. You have it like simulated having a delivery directly to your farm, and obviously there's your unload point there. So if you do sell both to make like, what's that, nearly 900 grand, you can have nowhere to fill up your diesel tanks on your tractors or harvesters. So just bear that in mind. If you're going to sell one, don't sell both. And then if we go back out to the main road, because you'll have your input area for this farm silo up here. So we'll run out to the back out to the main road, and once we get up here, you'll see you've got doors that open. So there's your workshop trigger. So you can put it up on a ramp, simulate working on it. Bit of storage area there for you. And then next door, we'll open up these. Like so. There we are. So there's your unload point for your silo. Another little bit of storage area there. And then also we'll open up this door as well. Another storage area out by your diesel tank. Normally you put your bales in, something like that. Excellent. Right, we'll go down to the cow pasture. Right, here we are down at the cow barn. So if we go into the menu and go into the map, that's where we are. So we've got the other diesel tank here. So obviously the same spanner point you can fill up. Obviously it's already full because I've already tried that. And then your unload point there. Obviously you can sell that one as well. Bear in mind, like I said with the other one, if you sell both, you need to put another one down. So here you've got your animal trigger for your cows. That's where you put them in. We'll jump over the gate there. Here's where you'll take out your slurry. If we go into here, this is where you put your feed in. You want to feed your animals. You've got your bunker silo there if you want to do some silage. We go down the side here. We've got a silo unload point there. We've got the silo input point that you need to lift up the door first. And here you've got your water tank where you can load up your tanks for your greenhouses if you need to. This is going to be your milk unloading point. Come around the side, we've got a bit more storage with some more of the equipment that you start with. Go in here, we'll open this door. There we are, so there's your mower, so a bit more storage in there as well. We'll spin around the back here. We'll jump over this fence. And then this is the cow pasture. So obviously, it's not a pasture as such, so you haven't got to put water in. It's just where your cows are going to roam if they want to, because obviously this is a barn and you don't need to place a water trigger for your cows. Now just over the road here you have got another barn. I'll open that up. Bit more storage area for you. And then in this one here we've got some front loader equipment, well, for your telehandler that is. And that is all down at the cow barn. Right, where we're going to go next, we're going to start with the sell points. So we're going to go up to this one here, the garden centre. So I'll see you up there. Right, so we're here at the garden centre. So we're at the top left hand corner of the map. And we've got two things here to look at. So if we go in here and open the gate. First thing on the right here, we've got your line buy point. Come up here with your fertilizer or even a trailer if you need to. And then over here is where you unload all your product. So that's your sell point there for you. And obviously, because everything that's going on in the world, you need to wear your mask if you go inside. You can go inside the greenhouses. Excellent. Right, so that's the garden centre sell point. We're now going to move up to this area here. So I'll see you up there. Alright, here we are at the top of the map. Right there. And we have got the general store. So if we come in, obviously wear your mask. We've got a sell point there. We have also got, if we spin around the corner here, we've got another sell point. And then round the back, this is where you can sell your bales. So if we go into the map again, we've got the first one is the general store. Then we've got general store bay 1. And then your general store bale sell point. So that's the general store section. And if we come over here, you've got your only production chain on the map, which is the sawmill. So obviously you've got the area where you're going to unload your wood into or pull your trailer over. That's where you'll go and sell your wood. You've got the production chain start menu there. Buy your production chain, 100 grand to buy. There is your plank sell point output spawn area, whatever you want to call it. You then got your wood chip unloading point, and that's the sawmill. Obviously we do have production chains in the game, and this is the only one on the map. Now whilst we're up here, there is 2 buyable areas that you can place down, that you can buy and then place down production chains, and this is your first one here. to let for sale development land. Obviously this is a massive area. If we go onto the map, it's this area here. You can buy that. You can place down anything that you like. If you want to build a farm up here, that's entirely up to you. If you want to put a production chain, shenanigans on the go, it's a nice big area for you to purchase and then put your stuff down. But obviously it's the only one on the map so far, is the sawmill. Right, so that's that area there. We are now going to go down to this area here, so I'll see you down there. Right, so here we are down at the shop. So we're at this section of the map here. So if we go in, first thing is on the right, you got the main shop area. So you got your workshop trigger here. You then got your shop menu trigger here, and this is where all your equipment is going to be when you buy it. Now if we go out of there, we've got another sell point area down the back of the shop. So we're on along here. So first up, we got this one here. This is going to be your bale sell point. So if we go into the map, we then got farm store bale sell point, farm store bay 2, and then farm store bay 1. So we're at the bale point, and then down here we've got another sale point there, and then round this side of the building we've got the other sale point right there. So obviously, do these doors open? No, because you don't own it. So that's your 2 sell points by the shop, and that is that area there. So what we're going to do, we're now going to come all the way down here to this point here. So I'll see you down there. Right, so we're down here at this part of the map, and this is the second area that you can buy if you want to place any production chains or build a farm or whatever. So this is this area, and it is huge. It is a massive area. Look at the size of it. Absolutely huge. So that's your second buildable, placeable area, whatever you want to call it. Next door to that, you've got the BGA if you're on New Farmer. Obviously it's not here, and you can't buy the land if you haven't got New Farmer mode. Now here we've got the unload point for your digestate. We've got your one load input there, and we've got another input point there, and obviously you've got your production menu chain there because you already own it. And then obviously another loading input there that you're going to need a bucket, telehandler, front loader, whatever you want to use to load into that point. Obviously bear in mind what I said before, you don't have the option to buy this land. So if you don't use the New Farmer game mode, you're going to have to place a BGA on one of the 2 placeable points, or maybe even give up part of your field to place one down. So we'll nip round the corner to the other sell point. Right, so next door to the BGA is the Cox World Store. So we'll come in here, we'll go around at the back. So first thing you got in front of you there is your debris crusher. So when you get your stones off your field, take it here and you can sell them there. And you've got a sell point there for you. We've got another sell point there for you, and we've also got a sell point there for you. So if we go back into the map, we've got the Cox World Store Farmers Market on that one, the Cox World Stores, and then it's not letting me click on that one, so I'll move out of the way. And then the Cox World Stores Bale Sell Point. So that's what you've got down here. Cox World Store, 3 sell points all together, nice and compact. Now the last area that we're going to have a look at is down here. So I'm going to see you down there. Right, so here we are down at this section here, and we've got the animal dealer, we've got the farmers market, we've got All Spheres Store and All Spheres Store's Bale Sell Point. So over here is your animal dealer icon. So you come down here with your trailer, pick up your animals. Then next door to that, we've got the farmers market. There's your sell point there for it. And then through these gates, you've got your sell point for the All Sphere store, and then your bale sell point for the All Spheres stores. Get that right. And that's your sell points. And pretty much that's the map. Obviously, there is a great deal to this map, more than probably what I've shown in this video so far. It is a great map, highly detailed, lots of textures, lots of shrubbery, bushes, everything is a great map. Obviously, with the hedges, there is hedge collisions on, so you can't just drive into your maps. So if we go into the construction menu, we'll zoom out, and then some of the gates going into the fields are going to allow big machinery in. Some of the gates are going to allow medium machinery. Some are only going to allow the small machinery in. So depending on what field you go for, obviously depends on what equipment you can take in there. That being said, I'd like this map. I do like it a lot. Definitely like it a lot. Obviously you have got the collectibles you can go around and collect. There's 100 on the map, so whip round and collect all them up. That'll give you a nice little monetary bonus. And also, if we come out of that and we'll go into the main map, so field prices, obviously you start off with all that land if you're a new farmer. Now you've got these small fields here, like 27, 26, 28. They're going to cost you 34 grand. What's that? 29 grand. So they start off quite small till you get to the big ones. Like the biggest one, by the looks of it, is like 13. That's going to cost you 1.3 million to buy. So obviously prices vary between 20 odd, 30 odd grand up to quite a big price as well once you get going. The two sell points, well, two placeable points, should we say. The one at the top of the map, 648 grand. And the one by the BGA is 833. So if you want to do production chains, it's going to be quite an initial investment to start with, just to get the land. Obviously, once you get going, you know, little forestry areas as well. Once you get going with your map, excellent. Get cracking. And there you have it. That is Calmsden Farm. Drop it in the comments below if you're thinking of using this map. See what everyone says. Do they like it? If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.